Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. And I have some very unfortunate news for me, anyway. Um, I missed out on 20,000 on this trading day, which was Friday the 6th. So let me explain what happened. So we are on the charts here. Of course, this is NQ. You can see that I have it laid out. So let's go through the preliminaries first. On this day, let's see kind of what we were looking for and see how did I miss out on a bag. All right, so we have, get rid of these arrows here. We're trying to determine the bias, right? That's what we always should do whenever we first come onto the charts. We look what Asia did, we look what London did, and we try to determine how we are going to trade for today until we see something different. Because the good old saying, history repeats itself. So that's kind of how you have to look at it. You see things that happened in the past and you try to implement them in the present and the future. So this is Asia here. As always, what did London do in reference to Asia? It took out the highs and eventually it took out the lows, but it was closer to US pre-market than the bulk of London session. So I was looking for longs, and so was the group. We had news. News was pretty wicky at first, and then it got extremely bullish. Of course, we are at all-time highs right now, so we kind of want to continue that trend, especially when price does like sort of a pullback that actually gives us targets that we could target. Because as you know, whenever price is at all-time highs, you really don't have anything to target, so it can be extremely difficult to actually take those type of trades. So anyway, we did have some levels above. The pink lines are what I'm referring to. Those are the daily levels. And so what was I seeing? So of course we had a couple of strategies that we could use. And in this one, I was looking for a daily strat. Now, these right here, these dots right here, you have these turquoise and you have these white dots. These are swing points, but this is an indicator. And sometimes, as all indicators, it doesn't paint the full picture or it can paint too much of a picture. What I mean by that is this is supposed to show you the pivots that are creating higher highs, higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows. So if you don't know how to actively see pivots or know how they're made or anything like that, then you can kind of miss out on maybe some potentially good trades. So what do I mean by that? All right, so if we look here, we have this high, and these lows, right? This is what the indicator actually prints out for us. So I use the indicator because it's easier for people who are viewing and people that I'm teaching. It's easier for them to follow along with something until they're able to actually see it for themselves. But the way I actually do or determine how to make highs and lows, it actually missed a sort of crucial swing point, which is right here. Now, granted, a lot of people do their swings a little bit different. Some, because this is a bearish candle, a lot of people won't consider that a swing, but I do, because the reason is whenever price actually goes above the previous high right here, this close above here actually confirms that this is the new low. And then it's vice versa. In order for this to be the high, this has to be closed. A candle has to be closed below it, which happened right here. So when this candle closed below here, that confirmed that this is a high for me. That's how I look at swing points. So that happened. And what was I looking for? It was the daily strat towards a daily above. which would have looked like this because we had structure right here. This was the high. This candle right here closed above that high, and it also created this gap right here. So that is textbook daily strat. Stop loss down here, entry at the top of that gap, and we were going to target this level right here. As you can see, price, in fact, never came back down to tap us into this trade. They got close a few times, but it just never came back. That's one of the limitations of being a limit order trader, which is what I am. I'm not a market order trader. I actually place trades with precision, and I wait for that to come back and tap me into a trade. So as you can see, price would have made on this trade about $1,140. And as you know, I copy trade. So this is what I mean by I missed out on $20,000, 20,000 plus dollars on this trade because I have 20 accounts. And this would have been a very nice trade for those accounts. So caveat, I actually have more than 20 accounts because I also trade using Top Step, but I use a copier. So while I'm in the middle of a trade, it's kind of hard to reconfigure a copier because I did in fact have an order sitting here waiting to be filled. So, and it had all my accounts attached to it. So I can't really just change the copier. So what I'm trying to say is there was another setup as well that happened after this, which was chop box. So the chop box was right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles right here, and it looked something like that. We did get a break right here, came into a little drawdown, and then it went on to win. So this one, I did catch this move, but I only caught it on one account because I had the copier already configured and it would have been too much. And I was okay taking this with one. And if it came back down to tap into it, that would have been fine. Also, that one account would have just been in some drawdown because I would have still placed my stop loss down here. And I was trading Top Step, so it was fine. And it was only one account. So I tried to take the chance on that. It did pay off. So I did end the day with $600, but I did end the day with leaving that 20 plus thousand on the table. But nevertheless, some people did, in fact, catch this. Some people caught this. Those people would be market order traders because they probably would have waited to this candle or for this candle to close right here because that created the gap for them. So they probably would have entered right here on the top of this candle and would have been positive about 900 or 950, something like that, right? So those people would have still made some good money, and it's just unfortunate, and it's part of trading. So there's that. We'll be back at it on Monday with the live, of course. And as always, if you want to trade with us, the link will be in the description below. And please like, share, subscribe, comment, all those good things. Did anybody catch this? Let me know down in the comments. Or if you saw another setup that we missed, let me know. Until then, I will see you and have a great weekend.